Hello and welcome to Krista's So Crafty. My name is Krista. I really appreciate you being here with me today. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're coming back, well, you know what? Welcome back. I went to a market on the weekend where I actually had a table. I haven't done that for probably 3+ years. So I just thought I'd bring you along and let you know kind of how my market went. The market was from 12 to 5. We could go in at 9 o'clock to start setting up. I didn't go in till, I think it was 10:30, quarter to 11, and I had lots of time to set up before people started to arrive. The market itself was up on the opposite end of the city where I live. It was in a building, which was great. So with my table rental, which was $15, that also included the table and a couple chairs. That itself was fantastic. That was a great deal. I had lots of stuff that I could put out. Actually, I think I had too much. I couldn't put everything out, but that's okay. It's all good. I was wanting to make sure that I had enough. Better to be over-prepared than not have enough, right? Okay, so let's back up a little bit. So the table, I can't remember the size of the table, but I think it was like a 6-foot long table. So I had plenty of room. I just laid out my tablecloth, and I don't have any signs or anything because, like I said, I haven't done any markets for a long time. If I continue to do markets, I think what I'll do is I'll use my Cricut and I will use some HTV vinyl, and I'm going to cut out some words and letters and maybe put Krista So Crafty across the front of the tablecloth, and maybe my Facebook information, my YouTube information. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that, but it's an option. So back to the market itself, I think I did okay. I mean, like I said, the table was only $15, and once I took my float out and the $15 for the table, I came out $70 ahead. Now, that may not sound like an awful lot, and it's not going to make me rich by any means. However, I was able to sell some items off my table. They were the smaller items. None of the bigger items or the higher amount items went, but that's okay. You know, we all got to start somewhere. And from what I understand, they will be doing a market in December, and that one is more well received. On the weekend, we had beautiful weather. Like, it was absolutely gorgeous. So I imagine everyone was out, you know, barbecuing and bike riding and going for walks and then gone to the park and all the fun stuff, right? So I'm thinking I might try the Christmas market. I definitely have enough product left over that I don't even need to make any more if I decide to do another market, whether it be the Christmas market or right now, between now and then, I mean. So in total, I sold 18 items, which, you know, again, I'm okay with. I'm happy with that. I think I had a nice variety of items on my table. I had some sewn items, so I had some, you know, some little lap blankets, had some tote bags and some unpaper towels. I made a few of those up, different things. I also had crocheting. So as far as the crocheting goes, I had, you know, hair scrunchies. I had market bags. What else did I have? The little things that you put over top of your oven door and you button up, and it has a ring and you can put your towel in there. I had some of those. And I also had a couple crafty items, I guess. I had made these pencils out of wood, and it says, you know, like #1 teacher, and it looks like a pencil. They're quite cute, actually. So I had those out there. I had, what else did I have? Oh, I had made up some wine glasses, just little plastic glasses, and I put, you know, vinyl on them, and those actually were quite popular. So yeah, note to self, right? You never know what's going to sell, though. You really don't. So between, you know, I had a few crafts, some sewing, some crocheting, and I think I had a nice variety. Now, next time I do this, would I take as much with me? I might take it. I don't know if I'd maybe put as much out on the table, just because there was a lot. It was quite a bit, but live and learn. So as far as the market itself, I'm okay with it. I'm happy with how it turned out. I was nervous going into it. Oh my goodness, it was terrible. It was like starting a new job. Do you remember that feeling in the pit of your stomach? Anyways, once I got it all set up and people started coming in, it was old hat. It was like nothing. It's like I'd done a market last week or the week before. You know, it all came back, and it was fun. I enjoy talking with people, so having a market or going to a market like this, it's not a bad thing for me. It's a good thing. So that's it for my kind of review. I had $70 profit. I sold 18 items, and you know what? And oh, I almost forgot. I have two orders I need to complete. So I had a lady stop by and she was like, oh, it's too bad you don't have any of those towels that go over the oven. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, funny story is I make them all the time. I have a couple that I make, and I can link some of the videos down below. But I said, I didn't bring any because I had so much stuff made already. And she says, oh, really? So I found a picture of one. She's, oh, those are adorable. I want at least 2 of those, she says. I'm like, okay, I can make them for you. Absolutely. So I have these 2 orders to do, which I'll probably get finished out today. It was a good market. I enjoyed it. And of course, the people there were so welcoming and receiving and helpful. And, you know, of course, the lady next door and her cinnamon buns, those were bang on. They were so tasty. So I hope this was a good video for you. It's not a very long video, but I just wanted to kind of do a recap and let you know how my market day went. So thank you for joining me today and every day that you join me. Happy crafting.